Hello there, this is the Cascade Trekker again. I'm still in Poland and I'm going on a backpacking trip with a friend. So I'm going to go through my pack. We'll start with the food. I always bring a little more food than I need. I really like to have one extra day of food. So we'll start with the snacks. Not very nutritious. Here we've got a whole lot of pretzels. I think what's most important about your food is you have to be able to eat it quickly. I mean, if you need to give yourself some energy, it's got to be food you can eat quickly. Here's a whole lot of trail mix. This is probably over 2 pounds worth of trail mix. Again, there's probably an extra day's worth of trail mix here. I've got some crackers, and these are kind of like chocolate cookie crackers. Those are the snacks. This is my breakfast here. Oatmeal, muesli, mixed with some almonds that are actually from my tree in America. The way I like to organize my food is in Ziploc bags, and I find it's very convenient to do measuring, for instance, of how many days you'll be needing this food. So like with the oatmeal, you can imagine 2, 3, 4, 5 meals here. Same with the trail mix. You can kind of look at it in these Ziploc bags and just imagine how many days of food you have. Also, I don't like to take these packages that all of these things come in, because like this plastic just kind of tears apart very easily and little tiny pieces go everywhere, and I hate to see that in nature. So I've got fruit, of course. I always have fruit, 1 piece a day. I've got some pears, apples. Now for my dinner, I have this base mix of lentils, and this is a kasha, like a barley, and this is a smaller kasha. I mix these together here, and again, you can just imagine 5 meals. And this is a spice mix, which I will add to my dinners. Noodles. Often I take ramen packages, but I found these were cheaper, just to buy a large package of noodles and then put it in the Ziploc. With my dinners, I will have some cabbage and also maybe some sausage. This is really important, this sausage. I'm not a big meat eater. I've probably only spent $20 on meat in the last 2 years in Poland. But this is instant energy, instant food, and I've used this before in emergencies where I'm just too weak to cook a meal, too cold. All I want to do is get in a sleeping bag and get out of the rain. And this is like perfect emergency food. And what's great about this sausage is that if it's cold outside, it's palatable. For instance, like an apple, when you're weak and cold, you can do it, but it's not. It's like a little cold. This is like bread, cheese, pate. This is more like my beginning meal. When we get to the trailhead, I'll eat this. It's quick, and maybe I'll have a little bit left over for lunches. I also have coffee. Again, you can measure it in the Ziploc bag for how many days. And last, I have some tea. That's pretty much my food. With vegetables and fruit, I wrap it in these bandanas. They don't get wet. However, this is in a plastic bag. It will get wet, and it will promote decaying because it gets wet, and the water will help decay. But I need to keep this together. What I wanted to say also about this base mix, It's very cheap to put this together, as opposed to like the Mountain House meals, which can be expensive. You're dealing with these plastic bags. These are all recyclable, these Ziploc bags. I wash them out and use them over and over again. So now with the food, I always take a small backpack and put all the food in here. And usually, if I fill this up to full capacity, it's equal to about 5 days worth of food. And that's how many days we're going to be out backpacking. This bag also is perfect for a day pack if I want to take a day hike. Now let's get into my accessories. It might look like a lot. I've spread it out on the table. I think we'll start with utensils. This is my kind of like protection knife. I carry this with me everywhere I go, every day of my life, in my back pocket. I'm not sure if I'm going to take this. This is like a utility knife. Can opener, bottle opener, knife, and this little guy. This is very useful for untying knots, prying things open. It might be just a perfect reason to take it. But again, we're dealing with weight. Of course, my spoon for my meals. Toothbrush, floss. We'll talk about fire starter here. 2 lighters, box of matches. These are like emergency camp matches. Here's some fire starter. I save these toilet paper, cardboard centers for starting fire. I'll probably throw in a couple of store receipts. Also, these candles, little tea candles, are perfect for having a little light at night. But for instance, if they don't get used up, this is perfect fire starter. I've started many fires in a wet forest with just 1 or 2 of these. Gets it going straight away. For my body, I always take some baby powder for my feet. What I do with my feet, and this is a great routine for keeping your feet dry and avoiding blisters. This is antiperspirant, little chunks of antiperspirant. I put that on first, and then I put some baby powder in my socks. I can even put that inside my boots. Band-Aids. Looks like a lot, but you never know. You might need to help somebody else out, so I always consider that. These are arnica tablets if I have a severe accident where I need my body to heal quickly. For instance, a sprained ankle or something like that. I've used this once before. Neosporin, and this is moleskin for blisters. I should have maybe another piece this size to be on the safe side. I think this is all I have. This is fish line and a needle for any repairs I need to do with my tent, or maybe a backpack or clothes. I've got a flashlight with extra batteries, my toilet paper. This is my stove fuel, which I'll put with my stove. I've got my passport, just in case we have some trouble at one of the borders. I've heard that if you venture into the Ukraine, the police, if they find you, will take you to a city center and deport you to wherever you need to go. And also I have my camera equipment, extra card, the fisheye lens, which is on the camera. And the camera goes in this Ziploc bag. I think that's all of my accessories. Oh, I left out the condoms. You never know when you're going to get lucky. One more thing, 2 more things. Chapstick and thermometer, whistle, compass, and also there's a magnifying glass if you need to start a fire. I always take some tablets. I have vitamins, always a good pick-me-up if you're running low on energy. These are salt tablets. These will help hydrate me. I always take salt tablets. oh, let's see. These are like Tylenol pain pills. These are like strong pain pills to help me sleep. This is like anti-inflammatory here. These are good again if you have a sore back. Takes care of this for the day. And here, these are allergy tablets, which are especially good if you encounter like poison ivy or bee stings, insect stings, even a snake bite. Right here. And also these will help me sleep if I have like a tickle in my throat, a cough, or something like that, an allergic reaction. These completely help me sleep. And also, I didn't mention, this is like a tiger balm, which like is a Bengay or something like that to put on a muscle, a sore muscle, backache or something like that. Next I have some cordage. These bungee cords have proved so valuable in all of my trips. You can use these for so many things. There's some extra thin rope. I'm going to take a shoestring, and I've got some zip ties. I have 2 more that are always in my backpack. I thought I might take this rope, but it's a bit bulky, and I don't think we'll need it. The reason I have this cordage is because we're taking this tarp here, which is a very light nylon tarp. We're bringing this in case it rains, which it might happen. We're into the beginning of October. There's been snow where we're going, and it's going to be a chilly trip. My sleeping bag is a Mountain Hardwear bag, 800 down bag. It's a wonderful bag. I'll never part with this. This, I think, is a waterproof shell, and it's rated for 20 degrees, and it's pretty much a 32 degree bag for me. I've got my 3-season Mountain Hardwear tent. Another thing I'll never part with. It's a little heavy. We're sharing this tent. Maybe 7 pounds. This is a pretty cheap pad I bought here in Poland. Got my backpack. Wonderful bag. Thousands of miles on this bag. Water bladder. I'm taking 1 with water, 1 extra, and my drinking tube. Now into my clothes. Heavy Gore-Tex jacket. This is, it's been a lifesaver. A wonderful jacket I found. With a matching fleece jacket. These 2 things will keep me completely warm on this trip. And again, there's the layering concept. So my base layer is synthetic short sleeve shirt. This is a synthetic, almost a bulletproof layer here. And then I have long johns, again synthetic, top and bottom. I'm having a tough time deciding what pants to take. These are thin nylon pants, which might not be enough in this cold weather. These are a little heavier, but the problem with these is that I have to wear a belt with these. These have this pair of pants has a built-in belt, and you may not think about it, but even just a belt can add some extra weight. So I think I'm not going to take these. I'm going to take the light nylon pants. If I need to layer up, you know, I've got the long johns and my my rain pants. Patagonia. That's the brand of this shirt. The Patagonia rain pants are not breathable, but I think in this case it's not really important to have the breathable pants. I've never really had a problem with my legs sweating and the sweat stays inside. Again, you're using the layering concept. I've got an extra pair of underwear. This is I will be wearing 1 pair of underwear, and this is extra. 3 pairs of socks for the trip. I'll wear 1 pair and have 2 extra. Always important to have extra socks. the ball cap, which I always have on my trips because the rain does not hit my glasses and my face, and it's also good for sun. This is like a stocking cap. I sleep with this. I have cold earitis. My ears just get cold all the time. When I sleep, it helps me stay warm. Now my gloves, these are a heavy pair of gloves, which I'm not sure if I'll bring or not. This is a light pair. Maybe I'll have both, because if it rains, it's nice to have a pair of gloves. When you're hiking in the rain, they get wet, and when you get to camp and all done, it's nice to be able to warm up with some warm gloves. I have these waterproof bags, which everything will be wrapped up in. Here's my cooking pot, coffee cup, just one pot for everything. I have my Whisper Light stove, MSR water works filter, and my fuel for the stove, tent stakes. I'm taking this tarp. I use this tarp for the ground cover, and it's also proved to be a perfect emergency rain shelter. I will never go on any trip without some sort of emergency rain shelter. So that's my pack. We'll see you at Bieszczady.